A good and pleasant day to everyone. We are going to present our library system management project, and I'm proudly to introduce to you our coding team. Domdom Angelica, Gelera Esmael, Gotengco Marione Nicole, Janoras Pyarwin Jake, Mendoza Allyzza, Mendoza Joshua, Salamat Rolph Marjon, and Silverio Jasbil.
At first, we have a search text field where you can search for the contents of the table below. In the table, by using single selection, the 4 buttons below will be enabled, and at the same time, you can make a list of selected books, remove books, or add books. This is to delete the book you want, delete from the table, update if you want to change something in the table. And finally, you can add to cart the books, or no, you want it by delete, simply clicking to add the cart button. Now we can proceed the borrowed books. We read the borrowed books of the students who placed here in the table. The ID of student, the name borrowed books, the genre quantity of the book borrowed by student status, data issue, date, when the borrowed books donated, the book at the same time, none. The buttons below will be enable clear selection for the removal of recovered books after I return book or for the handover borrowed book, which student record show here if someone has an account in the student library. You can also delete the student or student account. The books are in borrowed books as shown in the table below. To borrow the book is related student ID name, genre quantity, status, and whether the books are good, bad, or damaged. They are stored by borrower, donator, and student ID. You can clear the selection, restore books, and update books by making single selection on the table and clicking
Sign up frame. Sign up frame help to use to create a new account to able to access the library system. To create the new account, select the sign up button and fill up the username, password, first name, last name, and select your gender. Change password. It used to admin password is too weak, can be easily accessed by authorized person. Change password take a place. In simply function, changing password, when the user want to be change the password of his/her account, first be type the current password, then new password, and confirm it. Make sure that word that you type in the new password field is the same. Word type in confirmation field before you click the button if the current is not equal to be current password that you enter when are going to log in. The dialog will show be text will be disappear, and if the new password is not comfortably in the confirmation field, the text in field will be disappear too, and if the current and new password is the same, dialog will show the shutter that every word that you enter in text field is correct. You can click the show password button to change or to add some words if your password is correct.
Change username. If the user or admin username is too weak and can be easily accessed by unauthorized personnel, change username takes place. JLabel LBL username equals new JLabel new username. This code is the first step to change the user's username. After that, proceed to this code. JLabel LBL retype username equals new JLabel, which is to retype your username. If you're done, just click the confirm button. If the new username did not match, this message will be popped up. New username did not match. Try again. And if it matched, the new username match message will be shown. Splash screen. It is displayed as an undecorated window containing an image. You can use GIF, JPEG, or PNG file for the image.
Update book. Update book is to update the information of books by means of name, genre, quantity, and evaluated if ever the book is good, damaged, already gone, and has missing pages. In the updated book, it changes the name, genre, quantity of the book, and whether the status of the book. If the book is in good condition, damaged, or missing pages, we use J-Tester to put the name of the book. Then we use J-Combo Box to choose what kind of genre the book. We use J-Spinner for quantity of book, and we use J-Combo Box again for the status of books.
I am Angelica Domdom and I will be tackling the frame of AddBook. New collection of book is the function of AddBook that will enable only the admin to add some books in the library system. For AddBooks, the librarian will input information about the new book, such as the ISBN, title, publisher, price, pages, and edition. The book will be added to the database after the information are entered. For issue book, the librarian will enter information on the user's issue book, such as the book ID, user ID, and the data that the book was issued. The information will be recorded into a database, and the book will be sent out. For return book, the librarian will enter the user's return book information such as book ID, user ID, date of return, if applicable, and so on. The information will be saved in the Java. For return book, the librarian will enter the user's return book information such as book ID, user ID, date of return, fine if applicable, and so on. The information will be saved in a Java library management system. For set layout or layout, this function will establish the layout of the frame, window, and pane, as well as the order in which the components are placed. RTO admin or JRadio button admin is used to know if the guest is the admin. RDO student or the JRadio button student is used to know if the guest is a student. CBO genre or J-Combo Box genre is used to put what kind of genre will be placed in AddBook 8. Scroll pane quantity or SPN quantity is to find how many books will be added. CBO status or J-Combo Box status is used to find out if the book is in good condition. And VTN AddBook or J-Button AddBook is used to add the book into the library.
Penalty fees. Checking the penalties of the users who borrowed out the books but returned surpassing the given day limit is shown in the penalty fees. In this frame, admin collects penalties so that the users who has penalty will be able to borrow book in the library system again. To run the code penalty fees, first we put penalty fees frame equals penalty fees close and open parentheses frame that set visible open and close parentheses true. Next is we use the code LBL penalty fees equals new JLabel penalty fees to get the penalty fees. JLabel LBL pending equal to new JLabel pending for the pending. If you want to reset the layout, we put button reset layout. And if you want to collect the fees, just select the button with collect fees. Login. The login frame enables the users to fully access the library system by logging in to their account as students or as an admin. After the users log in, the message "Welcome admin" will pop up if the users will log in the admin. And if the users will choose to log in as the students, the message shows "Welcome Mr." or "Welcome Miss" plus their name. It depends if we choose male or female in the gender button. Next is if for the loop current index is not the student's input, the message shows you are not mainframe that model students get value at I2 plus next info please.